We've had a bit of radio silence for the past year, and during that time, we've really sort of taken the effort to step back and look at what we could add to the game to make it even more XCOM. The game has changed a lot, but it is I don't think of it as really changed so much as evolution. And like a year is a long time in development. Certainly, we were kind of expecting a bit of a reaction from fans of the original game, and last year's demo was definitely this is very much a first-person shooter and an immersive experience. And so what we wanted to do this year was sort of describe how XCOM is a really strongly tactical game. And so we've come with quite a different demo that sort of articulates how you're going to go and meet the enemy in combat, and how that's different from a typical action game. Some of the tactical elements that we've added featuring more of a robust RPG system around the agents. The agents are really core to how you grow in XCOM. You build that team. You choose how they're going to grow and what kinds of technology they're going to become equipped with. And once you take them out into the field, the experience that you have out there is like a thinking man's shooter. It's an action game, but it's one where you can pause the action through the tactical mode. And the tactical mode is something new that we're announcing this year. It allows you to pull out into third person to a sort of elevated view and see more of the battlefield while time has been slowed. And so you can sort of take the opportunity to absorb all of the tactical opportunities that are available to you and decide how you're going to bring your powers to bear. Agents are your squad. They're the guys that you take out into combat with you because you can't survive on your own. Every player's squad will be sort of unique to them because they'll customize their capabilities, their powers, and basically, they'll be earning experience across the course of the game. You'll be developing technology with which to equip them, and so they'll sort of move in different directions, and you'll select which ones you want to take with you into combat based on what types of abilities you want to bring to bear. 2K Australia was where the original sort of concepts for this game were prototyped and developed. That sort of occurred in the background while Bioshock 2 was being worked on. We've always had a very close relationship across studio between the Australian studio and the Marin studio, and it's a very collaborative effort. We are both working 100% between the two teams on this game, and the leadership of this of the project is a very cross-studio one as well. I myself spend about half my time in both studios. The period sort of came out of a really strong desire to create this real strong contrast between the world that you're fighting to save and the aliens that are invading and corrupting it. And it also serves the purpose of it really suits the idea of this being an origin story, one that is based around the beginnings of XCOM and the people that set it up and why they did that. Originally we were looking, from a strongly aesthetic point of view, and recently we've had a really strong push to integrate more of the narrative side of things, like who the people are and why they are involved with XCOM. From the beginning, it was looking at some of the mid-century masters of American illustration and art to really inform that idyllic sense of the mid-century American dream, looking to very abstract alien concepts, technology-based. Unique forms and transformation, things that you don't ordinarily see from an alien invader.